WWE Smackdown. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to suck myself off. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do, bro. Yo, chat, it's Friday night. We got a little bit of time with you. I had a fucking piece of trash day, so I'm hoping to come on here and have a few minutes of better time because my day was a piece of trash. How was your day? I hope it was good, everybody out there. I'm so angry that I'm holding a mic. You know that I'm pissed off and that I'm angry, agitated, and annoyed if I'm holding a goddamn mic. I'm a cop. I'm a cop. I'm a cop. I'm a cop. Put it up. Cop. Isn't this the cop cock? Isn't this the cop cock beat? I'm a cop. Here I go. I'm a cop cock. Oh. I'm a go. I'm a cop cock. Go. I'm a cop cock. Go. I don't believe in the mo. I'm a go, but I got going mo. I don't know. It just sounds like that. It's too funky for me, you know. It's too funky to be doing this. But yeah, so SmackDown was trash tonight. I figured, what do you guys want to talk about? We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Anything at all that you guys want to talk about, it's on the table tonight.
You raised a piece of shit.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank very much Brian Rogers. He's the best Rogers of all. Of all the Rogers, he's the best. If there was ever a Rogers to be a Rogers, it'd be Brian Rogers. Give him a supermodel and a big penis. Brian Rogers, thank you, bro, for becoming a member. Much appreciated, Brian. How you doing? Good to see you. Gives it a 2 out of 10. That's cool. I mean, I'm not here for just SmackDown. It's not the Cop Cock song. I'm not here for just... I'm here for anything you guys want to talk about tonight. This is your... I'm giving the chat the forum, basically. I will talk about whatever the chat says. You know, I will say, you know, I'm not saying... I find it interesting how many people stream nowadays. Does anybody else find that interesting? So many people stream. You know what's funny? This is really interesting. Back in I would say from the years 2012.
You raised a piece of shit.
Oh shit, Villain. Yo, Villain. 40 months in a row for Villain. Holy shit. Fucking Christ, Villain. Villain. Yo, Villain, thank you, bro. Villain, 40 months as a subscriber. Paying a member, not a subscriber, a member. It used to be called subscriber. Now it's member. But yeah, seriously, man, thank you. That's insane. That's a long time as a member. So it used to be in 2012 and I'd say 2012 to 2015 or so, when I used to tell people that I did YouTube stuff, they'd be like, oh, yeah, whatever. And I'd be like, yeah, I work at a shoe store. I work at a shoe company. I'm in the corporate office of a shoe company. But on the side, I like stream and I do YouTube stuff, you know, things like that. What's that? Oh, like, you know, like I do YouTube videos. It's become a part-time job, actually. I don't understand what that is. Okay, whatever. I don't get it. That was 2012 to 2015. It was like, I don't get it. I don't really get it. Then in 2016 to 2019, if you told someone, I was like, oh yeah, I got laid off of my job and then I do YouTube full time. People are like, holy fuck, really? You're a fucking YouTuber? Holy fuck, oh my God. Now if you tell somebody, and I'm like, oh yeah, like my part-time job is, I actually was a YouTuber full-time for like 5 years. Now I'm a part-time YouTuber. Oh yeah, I have a YouTube too. That's what it is. It went from like, oh, I do YouTube is like actually like a part-time job. What? I don't get it. well, see, like these donations, and I do these videos, and then I have these things. Oh, how's that work? Then it was like, holy fuck, you're a YouTuber? Holy shit, bro, that's crazy. You have 70,000. What the fuck? Wow, dude, holy fuck, bro. I knew a guy who's a YouTuber guy. And now it's just like, yeah, I have a YouTube. It's like, it's a part-time career. It's like crazy. Yeah, I have a YouTube too. I stream on Tuesdays. Oh, yeah. It's like exactly how it goes now with everybody. It's fucking hilarious. That's literally how that's the progression of YouTube from the years 2000 and probably the years 2008 to the year 2015, then the 15s to the 20s, and now it's like exactly how it is now. It's so funny. Everybody's doing a podcast or a video or whatever now, and whatever, and it's just funny. Everybody could have been doing it forever. They could have been doing this back in forever ago, 2006, 7, 8. Now, for whatever reason, nobody, just a few people. I mean, a lot of people did, but not everybody. Now it's like everybody. Everybody's got something to say or does something somewhere. Just whatever. Anyway, my day was weird. Maybe your day was weird too. I dealt with rich people who were shitheads today. Yo, Joe Bishop, how you doing? I did get lucky with YouTube. I did. Even if like you guys are kicking ass. We're still kicking ass here I'm part-time on YouTube still. We're kicking ass. Which, I started YouTube for fun, then it became a part-time, then it became a full-time, now it's part-time again. I don't want to go back down to for fun. I don't want to do that. But I am lucky. If it all ended tomorrow, it's some people work in radio and in TV and stuff like that, and they only work successfully for 5 to 10 years. Some people have a TV show or a radio show, and it lasts 5 to 10 years. Some radio legends have 30 years, but some people have 2 years. So I've had a successful show that has been you guys have made successful, and I've helped make it successful, and a lot of friends in the past and lots of things. And so, the run has been from 2013 really until now still, so that's 10-year run. And half of that being a full-time income that's pretty cool. Still feel like a failure though. I don't know. I'll never not feel like a failure. You know when I won't feel like a failure? When I'm not living paycheck to paycheck anymore. But I appreciate the nice words. You're a good guy. But I feel terrible. I feel like I don't know, man. It will never go away. I think I have bipolar and depression or something. But money's a big problem. If money didn't exist, I would be much happier. That's definitely a major problem for me. Doctor describes pelvic pain and fatigue that led to her stage 4 colon cancer. Oh, well, that's great. Maybe I should get checked. You got to love the articles that pop up on Yahoo. It blinks to tell you special alert. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? Is there like a weather storm? Oh, no. Stage 4 cancer in your colon. Oh, okay. Well, I'm terrified now. Thanks for that, I guess. What the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Why are you trying to freak me out? I should sue this article for giving me anxiety. Hey, I want to thank Bob Schultz for Keith. We're going to talk about Keith Limitedly in a few minutes, guys. Don't worry. Suck on that, Connecticut School of Broadcasting. That's a great comment because I almost went there. I almost went to Connecticut School of Broadcasting. The year was 2012. I was playing Diablo one night, and I started taking classes for HVAC because I didn't know what to do with my life, guys. I didn't know what to do with my life, so I went to school for HVAC. I did one class, and it was torturous to barely get through it. One class. And then in the second class, I was expelled from the school because I failed it. So, and then I decided maybe I'll go to Connecticut School of Broadcasting. And then I got a job selling windows. And then I started my YouTube channel. And then my YouTube channel was doing well but wasn't making any money yet. That wouldn't be monetized for another year. But during that year I sold windows, And then Troy, my friend, got me a job at a corporate office, a shoe company, and that was a solid job. I made $40,000 there. It was a year. It was a solid job for me. Being a retard, it was fine for me. And then YouTube came along, and then we made about the same on YouTube at the same time, and I was crazy. So fuck you, Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Would have cost me $30,000 to go there or something like that. Instead, we made $40,000 on YouTube. I probably should have gone though, because the only reason you go, for the most part, is just to basically what you need to do is go to Connecticut School of Broadcasting, and then show that you have the talent, the voice, and the talent, and then the instructors, all these people around you, hopefully have connections, and then you get an internship, and hopefully something works out. That's why you do it. You literally are just going to school to get in the door to get an internship. That's what you're doing. That's what you're paying for. Almost everything else like you learn is like, it's not that, there's not that much that you need to learn if you're already good at the mic and on these other things. It's just it's so stupid. But it's literally, you're just paying for school to go there, and then that's it. You become an intern at somewhere, Fox, CBS Radio, somewhere, and then you hope that they like you. And it's all a personality thing. If the instructors of the school don't like you, they're not going to tell their friends about you. If the instructors at the school don't like you, you're not going to get a good internship. And if the people at the radio station don't like your internship, then you're not going to get a job at the radio station. So it's like, bro, you're going to school to throw 10 grand, 20 grand at the school or whatever that is, and then you have to potentially work for a year as an intern, and then some low-level job if they decide to hire you there for like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years. I mean, you're making $20,000 to $30,000 or something like that, bro. Jesus. So, listen, I commend anybody that can go through all that. I obviously am too old and have too many bills and responsibilities to go through that at this point in my life. I just don't have it. I would need someone from a radio station to discover me here and then offer me a job and say, hey, listen, $50,000, come work for us. And at $50,000, I would have to do better on YouTube to take that job. So it'd be crazy. But very, it's a good point though. For some people it works. For some people Connecticut School of Broadcasting works. For other people it doesn't. I'm 39. Well, I'm 39 in June. I'll be 39 in June. My life is eclipsing. Like, I'm the age almost that Mark Recchi won the fucking Stanley Cup with the Boston Bruins. You know what I mean? Like, my life is, I'm closing in on the end. Like, not the end, but I mean I fucking wasted my life sometimes, I think. Like, I fucked up bad. You know what I mean? Because what am I going to do now that I'm almost 40? I guess maybe I'm being a little too grim about it, but I just always hoped I'd been kicking ass. By the age 25, I figured out exactly what I needed to be doing. And then by 35, I'm 10 years in. And then by 45, I'm 20 years in. And then hopefully by 55 to 65, I'm going to retire early. That's what you'd hope to do. That's what you should do. If you're watching and you're 20 or something, you need to get on that, like, immediately. You need to get on figuring it out. Don't just grab some shit job and fuck around and think I'll never do anything. Figure out what you're really good at and just keep progressing that. I mean, don't quit your regular job. You need to do that at the same time. But I want to thank Brian Schultz. Thank you to Brian Schultz for sending me this. You beautiful creature. I just want to say thank you. The brand new Star Trek The Next Generation 4-movie collection. Even though Star Trek The Next Generation was a wonderful TV show, didn't have the best movies, but a great TV show. But I still love the movies a lot. I mean, I love them. So thank you to Brian for sending me this. It's the new 4K release by Paramount Pictures and Star Trek. He was cool to send me this, and pumped up to review it on my Star Trek channel, man. I don't know, Brian, if you're from JCS and you came over to my Star Trek channel, or if you are actually only on the Star Trek channel and you're not even watching right now. I don't know either way, but appreciate that, dude. That was pretty cool. He actually, so what he did was he sent me a coupon thing to grab it, and then it came in the mail. So that was pretty cool, man. I've been keeping that in for a little bit. The new Picard series is amazing. I'm not going to talk about it here because I know you guys don't want to talk about it, but some of you are watching it, and let me tell you something. If you're an original fan of the original series movies or the Next Generation, and you hated Star Trek the last 7 years, 8 years, Star Trek Picard Season 3. It shouldn't be called Season 3. It should be called Star Trek The Next Generation, like Resurgence or Requiem, or it should be a movie. It's a 10-hour movie. It's got some stuff in it it's got some things to critique, but it's just awesome. Terry Matalas did a wonderful fucking job, and it's amazing. As a Star Trek fan, it's wonderful. We're on episode 8. Episode 9's next week, and then 10 and 9 and 10 are going to blow your head off. So I hear. So get ready for that. If you're watching Star Trek Picard Season 3, episodes 9 and 10 are going to explode your brain. So let's go. As far as SmackDown goes tonight, underwhelming. Like I said, we'll finally get into it now. Triple H with a just fucking piece of shit announcement. Now, I will say that earlier today I made a prediction about what was going to happen tonight. I said that it was going to be a complete rehash and repeat of Monday night, because that's what they like to do. And that's what they've done 75% of the time. They come out and they literally almost say the same thing. And so for that reason, I am wrong. He did have a different announcement tonight, announcing the draft, which is retarded. So we all wanted the fucking brand split to go away. And we thought maybe it was, with the way things are getting a little loosey-goosey out there. And once again, no, it's not going away. You thought things were getting a little loosey-goosey out there? Well, guess what? Guess what? Nope, we're going back to the fucking draft! You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to draft a fucking suicide bomber to fucking... I won't even say it. But you know what? Fuck these people. Thank you, SITH, for sending me the Cop Cock song, man. I wasn't really looking for it. I just was like, is that the song? So yeah. Just a piece of shit fucking goddamn show. And DWELSH says Drew McIntyre was pulled from tonight's show. So yeah, maybe Drew's leaving. I wouldn't be surprised. I'd get the fuck out of there. You know, he did his time. He had his WrestleMania moments, and they've forgotten about him. And if I was him, I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna go remember who I am and bury someone in the ground.
You raised a piece of shit.
That's what I'd do. Broken Lion. Ladies and gentlemen, the sex god himself, the man, Broken Lion. That's 34 months in a row for the OG Broken Lion. Did you guys know Broken Lion was still around? I think he's a patron, too. Broken, if you are, thank you. Broken, thank you so much, man. How you been, Broken? I miss you, dude. I miss you, brother. Brother love.
Shit bomb.
Miss you, Broken Lion.
I love and miss you, Joe. WWE is just so bad now.
Absolutely terrible, Jamie Zanino. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, listen, it's fucking broken. It's fucked. WWE is fucked right now. Oh, I just dropped my phone. I have no confidence right now.
You raised a piece of shit.
Oh. Spectral Citizen, man, what's up? Let me get my mic down. Hold on a minute. Hey there. Okay. Spectral Citizen, good to hear from you, dude. OG and a member for, like, how long is he a member for? 25 months. 25 months. We're having a membership party tonight. Thank you so much, man, for 25 months on here.
Hey,
as a member.
Bullfrog is a moron.
Oh shit!
Scissor me, Joe!
Alrighty.
Sup, have you ever thought about going to Rumble? I think you should hop on that to gain a following there and collect another paycheck. Hashtag got hot money.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Royal Rumble. I was like, the Royal Rumble. Yeah, I mean, fucking, I've thought about going to the Royal Rumble before, but I'm not going to pay for it, so I'm not going. So yeah, I don't know. The other day I was so I've been this is kind of funny. The other day I'm pretty cool with a lot of different people all over YouTube and the internet, and I'm friends with a lot of different people, but my friends at Popcast the other day, man, I mean, we're not like friends, but we're known. And I was tickled by what they said about me, which I just thought was really funny, because I've only known these guys for like a second. You know what I mean? Like, I've only known them for like 2 seconds. And the fact that they've already got me figured out, like, I mean, I'm telling you guys, I've barely been friends with these guys for or somewhat friends with them for like 2 seconds. And they have got me nailed to a T already. And I found this commentary on me to be the best commentary I've ever heard from anybody. This is funny. Listen to this.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Joe.
The Grand Dragon Wizards.
If you guys haven't checked out Star Trek Late Night, you guys need to go check it out. Joe, the best way to describe Joe is he's completely unhinged and can do anything at any moment. And that's what makes him interesting and also a little terrifying. So good job, Joe.
Dude. Joe is awesome. I am now a fan of Joe's. Every time when he drops one of the late night.
So appreciate those guys. I mean, like, I think he is terrified, by the way. I think he like legit is like, what the fuck is this guy? Bro, the shit that I was putting out on Twitter and the jokes that I was making on Twitter, like they were like, what the fuck, bro? And what I did to Dork Night on Twitter, especially, like with his weird clips that I was playing at Dork Night. So I think that the assessment of Joe will do anything at any time and you don't know what the fuck he's gonna do is hilariously accurate. And that's after barely knowing me at all. So that's apparently I'm pretty easy to figure out. I didn't know that. I mean, I'm starting to learn things about myself, like, because like when I first meet people, I'm like kind of I'm fairly like reserved. I don't let the crazy out right away. But the fact that these people have already figured out, like, this guy's fucked in the head, like, already, is hilarious. You know? Mr. Pico Boulevard says Dork Knight's daughter is attractive. It's true. I mean, listen, that's not, you're not saying that yourself. You know what I mean? Like, he said that. Like, you know that because of him saying that. Like, none of us knew that. Like, we didn't know that he, and then he buried his friends. That was the funniest other thing, was that he just buried his other friends. That was the funniest fucking part. He like buried Salty Nerd, and then he buried Popcast. He buried all these fucking different people. It was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You're burying all your friends. I gaslit him a bit, kind of funny, but I mean, I gaslit the fuck out of him, actually, to be honest. But hey, he did it. He still did it. I just don't care about SmackDown. Like, that was, I mean, I wasn't really coming on here too much SmackDown, but I mean, I was thinking, we'll see what happens on SmackDown. Well, good Lord, was it just a waste of fuck. Let's hear Red Letter Media's comment on everything. Indiana Jones dropped a new trailer today. What'd you think about that?
How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
Feels great.
How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
Feels great.
James Shrimp Fajitas. Mr. Shrimp Fajitas, thank you so much for the donation. Or rather for subbing. Wasn't a donation, but it's a subscription, and that makes me happy.
You raised a piece of shit.
Oh, what's this? Oh, Alex Oli became a member. Alex, thank you so much for becoming a member, dude. I really, really appreciate you. Very much, my friend. Thank you so much, Alex. Now, I do want to say, Alex, thank you. The Indiana Jones poster came out today. It looks fucking awesome. Alex Oli, thank you for being a member again, my friend. Now, will the movie be awesome? I don't know. We're a little worried here. The last movie was like a PG, fucking weird George Lucas thing that turned out bizarre, but, you know, I did like Crystal Skull a little bit. You know, like, I did kind of like it a little bit. The more I watch it, the worse it gets, kind of. But I like the concept. If it just had a little more grittiness, and there's all these other problems with it, but I mean, you know what I mean. There's plenty to tear apart. But this looks pretty good, but there's this worrisome amount of wokeness that could happen. You know, in the trailer, she says, whatever her name is, the goddaughter, she's like, oh, we're just stealing. Isn't that capitalism or whatever? She's like, stealing, and she's like, that's called capitalism. And it was like, ugh. You know, I don't know, man. You think somebody would say that back in the fucking 50s? That stealing was capitalism? Like, that's the only thing I don't get about the trailer. You know what I mean? Like, you stole it from me, then I stole it from you, then he stole it from him. It's called capitalism. I didn't know capitalism was called stealing. I thought stealing was stealing. If anything, communism happens from stealing, but then again, capitalism happens from stealing. I don't know, bro. I just know that in the 50s, most people would not call capitalism stealing. They would, like, praise capitalism. So I don't really get that already. I'm concerned because of that line. But whatever, I can overlook it, I guess. A joke that was supposed to kind of land, but it was too contemporary to land. So I'm not going to get hung up on one joke in the trailer, but it is concerning. We'll see what happens, though. I sort of like what's going on. So it looks like this guy is going to go back in time. This is literally reminds me of Star Trek Enterprise. And I'm sorry to turn something into Star Trek again, but in Star Trek Enterprise, in the fourth season, end of third season, fourth season, there's a cliffhanger where aliens are helping the Nazis win the war, and they're changing time so they can actually get back to their timeline. So in order to do that, they need to help the Nazis win the war. So the Nazis have taken over America and shit, and it's fucking crazy. So in this movie, it looks like there's a guy who's going to go back in time and try to, like, rewrite what Hitler did wrong. I heard that in the trailer. So it looks like Indiana Jones or something. Somehow they're going to have to travel through time to the time periods he's traveling in. And that's why some of this is going to be so CGI'd and everything. I don't know. But so I'm, like, worried. Now, I will say one thing. I have now, fuck Doomcock. If you ever fucking hear the Doomcock people and some of the other people out there that are like, it's going to suck. Maybe it will suck. I don't know. It could suck. However, I have two, hey, Wrestling Obsession, thank you for becoming a $5 patron. Thank you, Wrestling Obsession. I have two close, all right, I'm just going to say it. I know two people in Hollywood, close to the movie, and unlike all these sources of people like Doomcock and all these other places, I actually have sources. I don't even have a channel on this. But the sources I've talked to, and the sources are, I'm telling you, when I say sources, I mean like fucking they're more than sources. They're more than sources. One of them is certainly more than a source, and one of them is a source, but is very close to things. For some reason, I can't say who and what. So, that being said, they told me that it's going to be good. That's two different people now. One of them said none of that's happening, some of the stuff that I mentioned. None of the reshoot stuff is 100% true. They did do some reshoots, and that was mostly because they had to fix some CGI thing or something. And they did have a couple of alternate endings, but the endings still end the same way pretty much, but just slightly differently. So apparently it's supposed to be good. Now, if it's not good, I can literally, at this point, I mean, I would never believe I could call the people. I never would believe that I could pick up my phone and call people with this type of power. But I can. And I'm telling you, man, if it's not good, I will pick up my phone. I hold people fucking to this shit. I will call these people and I will say, you fucking told me that this was good. And you might be upset at me, but I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm going to tell them what I think. Especially one of them. One of them is going to be mad if I don't like it. Because when you are somebody who worked on something very hard and somebody says it sucks or they don't like it, you're going to be hurt. But I still will tell you. I don't like your shit. So to them, we'll see. But I was told by two people who don't know that each other told me that it was good. Or that it's good, or here's why it's going to be good, and don't believe that other stuff. So we'll see. So Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which I think is a bit of a weird name. I wasn't 100% on the name. But when you think about it being time travel and a dial and some kind of in destiny and time, and I mean, it's not too bad. It could be worse, right? I mean, okay, let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. And listen, if these people, one of them who stands behind work that they've done here, and the other one who's claimed to have seen some of it, I have no reason to believe these people would lie, and they've been right and genuine about everything they've ever said to me in the recent past. So if they're lying, I mean, that would be some kind of a Hollywood spell if they were to be lying to me. So I am a little bit more hyped up. As people ask me, I am more hyped up for Indiana Jones now than I was. I think the movie is going to do well, but I don't think it's going to do as well as it should. I think if there was no such thing as woke and the movie industry was tearing it up right now, you would probably see Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny destroy. And there wasn't a recession, right? So you have all these reasons why the movie could do not as well. One of the reasons is the recession right now. We're in a fucking recession. The second reason is because of people being afraid it's going to suck, mostly for the woke factor. And because of that, you have people that are hesitant to go to the movie to see it. And that's too bad because that's what Hollywood has done to everybody. They've given us all PTSD. Mario Brothers is a pretty good movie, like to take your kids to and have a good family time. And yet, I mean, look at what Hollywood says about Mario Brothers because they are woke fucking retards. They're just fucking asshole idiots. You look at Rotten Tomatoes. This is all you need to know, bro, about Rotten Tomatoes. The fans give it a 96% with over 2,500 votes. But the critics give it a 56%. They even put a fucking rainbow up here, for Christ's sake, for your little wokeness, you cocksucking motherfuckers, and you still gave it a 56. I guarantee this movie's probably really like a 78 or something like that. This movie is probably a 7.5 out of 10 or an 8 for kids. Probably a fucking B- or a C+ but there's Hollywood giving it an F and there's the fans giving it an A+. So somewhere in the middle lies the truth probably. And that's the case with everything. You know, it's like fucking retarded what people do. And by the way, Picard's dude, this is, you could do this with almost everything on Rotten Tomatoes works this way. It all works this way, dude. Just look at this. Look at Picard. Look at Star Trek Picard, bro. Do you know Star Trek Picard seasons 1 and 2, it has woke shit in it. There's woke shit in it about like fucking, oh, our lives in the world and oh, the world's terrible. You know what I mean? There's all this like, oh, you know, ice and stuff like that in the other one. Well, guess what? Is it a shock that Star Trek Picard season 1? Look at that. The critics gave it an 86%, but the actual audience gave it a fucking 52%. So the critics are fucking idiots. And then, if you go to season 2, it's even worse. But guess what? The critics still gave it an 85%. Season 2 of Picard is a piece of shit. The critics gave it an 85. The fans gave it a 28. Jesus Christ. Picard season 1 got 50 for the fans, and now it gets 28. But guess what? Picard season 3. You know what Picard season 3 doesn't have? Woke shit. Picard season 3 has fucking awesome shit. And it's actually Star Trek again. And guess what? The fucking fans give it an 89! And even the critics give it a 98. They almost gave it a perfect score. And the fans gave it an 89, goddamn. So season 1 got a 56 from the fans. Season 2 got a 28 from the fans. You think season 3 would be a piece of shit? No, it's a fucking A+ almost. Well, it's an A. Look at the jump. 0 wokeness. Imagine that. So I can't wait to take my kids to Mario Brothers. John Leguizamo, suck my dick, you greasy fuck. I hope John Leguizamo falls down an elevator shaft and lands on a pit of spikes that go inside of his sphincter. Okay? And I hope he's dressed up as Luigi when it happens, because he's going to some Comic-Con thing, and he doesn't make it there and impales himself in the broken elevator shaft.
Shit bum.
Vince absence from SD due to him at Eagles concert.
Vince absence from SmackDown due to him at an Eagles concert. No, I think he was backstage, wasn't he? I heard that he was going to be backstage. That's what everybody was clamoring about. He's always backstage. You know? Isn't that what happened? I don't know. So you gotta give it to him, man. These people are nutcases. But the people speak in the end, because when stuff is good, people pay for it. A lot of people didn't go see the Matrix movie. It was because of the pandemic and because it came out on HBO, and people didn't have the money. Recession. You know what I mean? Well, Andre Lavandero, I'm not gonna get a good night's rest because I have to be up at 6 a.m. So I'm not really gonna get a good night's sleep. So thanks for saying that, but it ain't gonna happen anyway. But also, I am gonna be going in a few minutes. And then fucking Easter is Sunday, so we're fucked on Sunday. And then Monday back to work. So I'm going to have no time to do anything and get anything done. And there is no time to do anything in life, and life is about suffering. And that's basically been life. So what a time to be alive, man. SmackDown had nothing but bad news for us because they're going to do the draft. And that's all I needed to hear. Once I heard the draft, I went, oh, fucking what a waste of fucking time. So that's a waste of time. It's a waste of our lives. And I'm going to open up my Star Trek Blu-rays. And that's about it, man. Let me go to the rest of the donations if there are any. And we'll wrap it up. You know, in a few minutes. I'll read the chat. We'll kind of hang out for a second here. Talk about a couple of things. I'll open up my box here. AW is a bore. Mario was good, says Brian. WWE, but in shambles. What you're saying there. What's up, XL Bonilia? How you doing? Tomorrow night is Monetize This. On Easter Eve. We can have a little bit of fun here on Monetize This tomorrow night on Saturday night. You know, you can celebrate your Easter night with me if you're into that thing. Some of you don't celebrate Easter. I mean, I celebrate Easter, but I'm not even religious. It doesn't make any sense at all. Also, I'm pretty sure Jesus was born in June. The whole fucking... And who cares anyway? Everything's... Oh, look at this. Oh, the back cover comes off, though. I don't like that. I don't like how the back cover comes off my Star Trek thing. I like the cartoony look they did there. It's a little... They could have done some more, like, flashy shit. That'd be cool, but they obviously wanted to save some money, it looks like. We got all the discs here. Let's see. We got Star Trek Generations in Ultra HD and 4K. Insurrection. Man, thank you for sending me this, man. I can't believe you sent me this, dude. Thank you so much. And one of the discs is out of the thing, so we'll see if that actually works. Star Trek Nemesis fell out of its holder. Probably fucking Amazon. Yeah, it's barely going in there, so I get how it fell out the first time. Then it actually gives you the digital codes that you can use on Paramount.com. How beautiful is that? Thank you for these digital codes so I can own it digitally. Nice. Codes may be valid. Codes may not be valid after 4/4/2025. Well, then what's the fucking point in the codes? So you can only you own the movie for 2 years? Like, what the fucking stupid shit is that, bro? No women on the cover. They're going to hate that Star Trek. They're going to be real mad at you there. Data, Picard, and Riker on the cover. Where's Beverly and Marina, goddammit? Where's Beverly? They're going to be pissed at you for that. All the special features are special features that are already on the other ones. So the only difference of this is that it's in 4K. That's the only difference. It's in 4K. I don't even have a 4K player. So I want to thank Brian for sending me this, but I don't even have a 4K player. When I first moved into this house, my son smashed the TV. Oh, shit.
My fecal matters
on the floor.
It's okay, I am a horse.
It's Chief.
Fecal matters on the floor.
Wahoo.
It's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matters on the floor. It's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matters on the floor. It's okay. Fecal matters on the floor. It's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matters on the floor. It could be worse on the floor. My fecal matters on the floor. Fecal matters on the floor. Fecal matters on the floor. But it's okay, I am a horse. It's okay, I am a horse. My fecal matters on
Yeah, daddy. Chief Wahoo.
Vince was at the Eagles concert, then he's gonna rest those lion eyes.
So wait a minute, he really was at the Eagles concert? Chief Wahoo, thank you so much for the $20, man. That's the largest, is it the largest donation of the stream? Thank you, Chief Wahoo, for being fucking awesome, man. Yeah, I don't know, dude. So wait a minute, Vince was at, you know how much an Eagles concert is, by the way? Eagles are fucking expensive, dude. Like, he really wasn't at SmackDown? Everybody was reporting, oh, he's at SmackDown. Oh, huge update on Vince's status. Vince is not present at SmackDown. Okay. It was still fucking terrible. Where did the Eagles rumor come from? So the WWE draft is coming, which is fucking stupid. So that sucks. Question Cody Rhodes returned to WWE in part to work on his
Shit
father's documentary.
Vince was in Newark in J for Eagles song Hotel Cali.
Really? In Newark, New Jersey. Alex Oli, thank you so much, man. Vince McMahon. Is there like a video of him there? Let's see if there's like a video. Alex Oli, thanks for the $2, man. I don't see it. There's no video that I can find of it. I mean, I believe you. I just don't I didn't know if there was like a funny, you know, Vince McMahon video of him singing Hotel California or something like that, you know? Welcome to the hotel, Vince McMahon. Yeah, I don't know. Not really sure. So multiple fire alarm in Brockton tonight. A bunch of fires going on in Brockton, Mass. Shout out to the firefighters. Poor bastards. I couldn't do it. Probably piss my pants. No, I probably wouldn't. But I would probably fuck up and burn myself to death. But I'd try. I'd try to help. But I'd probably do more damage trying to help than somebody else, you know? Thank you for the donation, man. I just want Eli Drake to be pushed. Or whatever. What is he? LA Knight? LA Knight. Yeah. Was LA Knight on SmackDown? Because if he was, I missed it. Which is too bad because I would have enjoyed it. I also apologize to, I forget who it was yesterday now, but I guess I spoiled Picard episode 8 for him. I put a video up and I was, you know, he was like, oh, fuck, I was about to watch it. I'm like, it's 9 o'clock at night. Don't go on Twitter. And also the video, just don't watch the video. Like, I felt bad for him, though, man, because I think I really did spoil it for him. So, my bad, bro. I'll never make another video again. I felt terrible after that. So, my bad.
Shit bum.
Reports of active shooter at Van Vliet Oval on campus of University of Oklahoma. Reports of heavy gunfire.
Oh, my God, bro. Van Vliet? Chris Van Vliet's gone fucking postal? Oh, my God. Jesus. Let's take a look and see. Let's see if that's really what's going on. DWELSH, thank you for letting me know about the breaking sad news. Thank you, my friend. It's always great to hear about a shooting. You know, if there's a shooting, DWELSH knows about it because he's probably orchestrating it behind the scenes. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's try to see. Oklahoma active shooter working trying to get information. SWAT has been activated and is en route. No word on anything else. Okay, so that's what's going on. So there's some kind of shooting. It's probably the FBI. Let's see. Let's try to figure it out. We're gonna look it up. Triple H makes dumb WWE draft announcement. Chris Van Vliet is shooting up Oklahoma apparently right now. So that's crazy. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. Active shooter reported. Emergency message issued. Was telling people to stay away from the scene. Choppers are there. This is a medical helicopter. So yeah, I don't know. Helicopter from Oklahoma. That's about it though. I don't got any I don't know anything else about it. This is very new. Like this is just happening 10 ago maybe.
Elman Boyd. Repeating, Elman Boyd.
Oscar.
Yeah, well, they're looking. I'll have to turn my scanner app on as I go to bed. Be a lovely thing to go to bed to. I mean, I'll never forget the Boston Bomber. Going to bed to that. So that's terrible. Well, hopefully somebody with a weapon finds them first. Tony Khan give McIntyre all the money and put him in the main event. I mean, maybe. But again, I think, McIntyre will be good, but he's not, But, I mean, I do like McIntyre. It's just that he is fizzling in WWE. They probably, need to do something with him, or he's going to be... if I was him, I wouldn't want to go irrelevant either. I'd want to go out fairly on top. He kind of did. He rose and rose and rose up, and then he hit the heights of all heights, and then he started coming down the hill a little bit, and then he gets released. Perfect. Now go somewhere else. So career-wise, it would be, I think, a pretty good decision to move on to that. Talk about Keith Lee. He's a loser. I've thought Keith Lee has been a loser ever since I heard that Chris Jericho interview. I mean, I'm sorry. I used to like Keith Lee a lot. I really liked him in NXT, and I really thought he was this great guy. But after listening to him talk on Chris Jericho's podcast, I've found out that Keith Lee is a delusional moron, kind of like cocksucker. I don't know, like he thinks he's the greatest thing ever, but he really doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. So Keith Lee to me is a fucking idiot who doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, and he's ruined his own career by being a moron. So I don't know really what else to say about that. I think that WWE didn't really know what to do with him. And then Vince McMahon tried to do something with him. And Vince McMahon and WWE main roster's idea of Keith Lee was fucking stupid. But Keith Lee's idea of who Keith Lee is fucking nothing. So at least WWE tried to do something with him. So Triple H in charge of Keith Lee is pretty good. AEW in charge of Keith Lee is fucking stupid. WWE in charge of Keith Lee was dumb. But Keith Lee in charge of Keith Lee is hopeless. So there's that. And let's just, remember some of the highlights.
Meet me in an AEW ring. It's hard to do it if it doesn't make sense. Boring as shit. That's what you sound like.
Whoever talks like that sounds boring. This is why, like, Randy Orton a lot of times sometimes sounds like that at the beginning. He'll be like, well, you know, but he has a little bit more animation than Keith Lee. Mr. Nice Guy, oh, salutations. What, are you going to fuck the guy? Yeah, Conan doesn't like the way you speak. Most people don't, because you're boring. That's the reason to be intense. Works there. Send them all this clip of me, because if Vince McMahon knew about me, I bet I'd be hired. If Vince McMahon heard my commentary, I bet I'd be hired. If I hadn't been stopped by Michael Cole down in NXT so they could hire Nosferatu down.
Yeah, like maybe he thinks he's smarter than...
I'm going to take it home. These wrestlers, are they stupid? You're a fucking entertainer.
So I can't be just, and I say can't. I tried.
I tried.
I don't think
I tried.
I'm very good at it. And I think that that's something that kind of facilitated that. But I'm just not a...
So what they really should have done, they should have turned Keith Lee into a know-it-all teacher type guy who was going to teach someone about how he's going to beat them up or something. So he'd be like, let me teach you about how I'm going to break your bones. Like, that's what they should have done, made him a heel. Because that's all. That's what he could do that, I guess, because that's him, right?
A big, angry, grunty, yelly guy, and I'm not.
You're a wrestler, so if you can't do that, like most wrestlers can do that at some point, some level. If you can't do that, this ain't gonna work out too well. If you're Mr. Silent, Mr. fucking Silent, Mr. Sophisticated, probably isn't gonna work out too fucking well, because people mostly don't talk like that. And don't relate to this.
That until someone makes me that, and it's usually a match that causes that, or a story that causes that. But
yeah, I need a match or a story to cause me to act like you want me to act. Do you think The Undertaker, well, I mentioned The Undertaker was like, I don't know, Vince, I don't know if I could be The Undertaker. See, I would have to have a reason to be dead. I would have to have a reason to want to be dead. Like, it's like, no, dude, it's a fucking character. You're a wrestler. You're not The Rock. You're not the fucking Rock. You're not Hulk Hogan. See, all these wrestlers who are a D or a C level player, they think they're going to be the guy. So they protect themselves at all costs because they think they'll be the top guy ever. Yeah, you're never going to be that if you can't do anything or come out of your shell. Oh my God, this is clearly obvious why these people fail now.
There's no competitive match that pushes me, or when there's no story that gives me reason for a character to be that.
Oh, so you actually need a reason to be that character. So we can't do any other, nobody can ever do any character unless there's a reason. The match has to happen first, right? So you can't say to someone, hey, guess what? Go out there. You're a crazy wild man, and you're just acting crazy all the time, and you're doing as much aerial maneuvers as you can, and you're high energy, and you're just like a lightning bolt. Think like that. Okay, man, I'll go out there. I'm going to do that. All right, we'll see what happens. No, I would do that, but I need a reason to do that. Why would I want to do that? I don't know. I'm slow in real life. I'm telling you to go out there and be a character. I want you to be like lightning. I want you to be fast like Lightning McQueen, like a lightning bolt. Think that you're a lightning bolt shooting around the WWE ring and show the people how fast, like you never need air. You don't run out of air. You're so fast the other opponent can't see it coming. Well, Vince, I would need a reason to do that. Like, you're fucking fired, dude. You're fucking fired, you idiot.
It's something, and maybe that's what he means when he says I'm too smart. To me, it's illogical. I'd like to do my best to make sense of what we're doing.
God.
It's
so
interesting
stupid.
because he said the same thing to Brody Lee, Luke Harper, when he was playing the minion of Bray Wyatt, kind of a swamp.
Exactly, Brody Lee and Luke Harper. Vince McMahon, you're in the fucking Wyatt family. You got a burly beard where you look like a crazy Southerner, and you got the other guy, Rowan, who's got a crazy beard. And you guys are like, I'm from New York. I'm from somewhere, so I couldn't do that. What the fuck are you talking about? You look like the Wyatt family. Why can't you just go,
I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna hurt you. Might just kill you. I'm gonna enjoy tasting your blood in the ring. I'm gonna enjoy feasting on your scraps. I'm gonna enjoy skinning you from limb to limb, and I'm gonna drag you to my boss, to the man who gave me life again, to Bray Wyatt himself.
Why can't you do that? I can do that. Why can't you for $1 million or for $500,000? But no, I don't see myself as that. I'm from New York. I'm from Canada. I'm from somewhere. No, you're a fucking wrestler. You're an entertainer. You're a character. Get the fuck out there and do it. You're fired. What is wrong with these fucking people? I have fucking my whole life wanted to be a wrestler or a commentator or something in wrestling, and you're telling me that when you get to the dance, you won't actually put in an effort to be a character, because that's just not me. Stone Cold, you think fucking the Ringmaster was Stone Cold? He did it. You think The Undertaker was a dead man walking around? You think Bastion Booger knew what the fuck his character was? But no, entitled generation that believes that they're mega superstar sports entertainers. I got news for you. No one's watching wrestling anymore. And it's because of this. We finally figured it out. Guys, it's not just Vince. And that's why Pat McAfee is succeeding in SmackDown. Because Pat McAfee knows how to go. Let's go. That's why. And if I was in WWE, I would know how to go. I'd be the next Roddy fucking Piper if I was in WWE. Let me tell you that. You think Pat McAfee could be a good heel? Pat McAfee and your little fucking parakeet face and nose, I would trounce you. This is pathetic. This is sad. And this is why Ronda Rousey was better on the mic than Keith Lee, an actual professional wrestler for years. Because salutations, this is how I talk. I need a reason to be a wrestler, Vince. What a scumbag.
Swampy, I don't know, kind of a rednecky type of guy. And you said the same. You're too smart you sound too smart for this character. We wanted him to have a southern accent. He's like, dude, I'm from Rochester, New York. And he's like, well, can you try? And it's like, I think the best characters are...
Yeah, and Shawn Michaels was really the sexy boy. Like, it's like, Shawn, no. Man, I'll tell you what, bro. I'm sorry. I apologize. Like, I like Keith Lee as a wrestler, and Keith Lee seems like a beautiful man and a beautiful person, and that's probably the issue. And he's also overweight as fuck. By the way, Limitless. You call yourself Limitless Keith Lee, motherfucker. You limit the shit out of yourself. You just said it right there. For he is limitless. You're a fraud. You are a fraud. Meet me in an AEW ring. I'll devour your soul, you scumbag. That's what you are. You're pathetic. You're given this chance to be a wrestler, and you just cry like, oh, no, that's not me. What's wrong with these entitled pieces of trash? I'm sitting in a basement right now. I'm just absolutely furious by this. Limitless. How does this thing begin? For he is limitless. Actually, for he thinks the world of himself. These people are entitled, spoiled brats. They think that they are the best thing ever. Whatever little success and little fan base that they all have has gotten to their head to the point where they believe that they're this amazing thing. Not even close.
How can you say you're limitless when you're so limited? You literally have said, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do this. I didn't feel I could do that. I didn't know how to do this. I didn't know how to do that. So you literally just contradicted your whole fucking persona. Limitless means you're limitless. See, you would think he would come on here and Jericho would be like, man, tell me how you did the Bearcat so well in WWE. Yeah, it's like, I didn't like that at all, but Vince had this idea and it was cool, and I was like, yeah, I'll be the Bearcat. And so I went out there, and, you know, that's what Keith Lee is about, man. You see, for he is limitless. I am limitless. If you want to call me the Bearcat, I'll go out and roar. If you want to call me Mary Poppins, I'll go out there and I'll roar. That's being limitless.
In Oklahoma, for police radio, we have found no victims or patients, 0 descriptions of any suspect. We've cleared all buildings. This might be a swatting hoax call.
Oh, it's a hoax. It's a hoax. So that's another hoax from DWELSH. Good job, DWELSH, you liar. And I'm just kidding. Thank you, DWELSH, for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. Yeah, so it's just, you know what I mean? If you were actually limitless, you would have no limits. You could go do anything. You know who's limitless? The Rock. The fucking Rock is limitless. So how dare you, Keith Lee, a failure multiple times over, call yourself limitless? You are limited. The Rock is limitless, except for maybe when it comes to rap. But everything else, The Rock is limitless. The Rock can be a wrestler. The Rock can be a talk show host. The Rock can act on Saturday Night Live. The Rock can do a comedy show. The Rock can sing. The Rock can perform in bed with your wife if he has to. The Rock can go to Hollywood and be in movies, star in movies, mega star in movies. The Rock can literally, almost seemingly, do it all. He can make a wish, fucking make a dream come true, suck on a candlestick in front of you. He can do anything. I don't know what that means. The Rock can do just about anything, man. Be a host. He can be an owner. He could be an entrepreneur. He could be an inspiration. He could be a singer. He could be a writer. He could be an actor. He could be a sports contestant. He could be a wrestler. He could just do it all. The fucking Rock. The Rock is limitless. You are limited. Nightmare on Elm Street, thanks for subbing to the channel. What's up, Nightmare? Let's get crazy. At least it's not a real shooting, apparently. Thank God. Thank God nobody's hurt. You know what I mean? That's what really matters. Luckily, nobody's really hurt. Everything's going to be all right. It seems like. And that's it. That being said, I got to get out of here. I got to get to bed. Thanks to everybody who came by. DWELSH, thank you for those donos. Nightmare, how's everybody else doing? Please click that like button on the way out of here. I love you all. And someday we'll all have a big sex party and it will be amazing. Thanks for being here. I'll see you tomorrow night for Monetize This. We'll have a bigger time tomorrow night, potentially, for the Easter Bunny. And now I go back to my lowly life. See you tomorrow night. What a stupid announcement by Triple H. The draft is back. Go fuck yourself.